Hello, Sagittarius. This is going to be your general reading for November 2024. I have already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph. If the sun sign, this is going to be sun, moon, and rising, but of course, check back to your moon and rising sign if the story for this doesn't resonate. Let me turn the camera around because I'm kind of tired. I'm getting tired and I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet. I have with me today the Radiant White deck, the Lavetta Sibila for clarification should I need, and I will wrap the reading up with Psychic Oracle Tarot. Alright? Like I said, I've already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph, and I'm just going to put another shuffle and rifle on the deck. And then we'll get started. This will be a 9-card spread. Here we go. 2 of coins. 10 of wands. The Tower. Next row, the Knight of Coins, the 2 of Cups, I have 2 2s, the High Priestess, that's 3 2s, last row, the 8 of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and finally, last card, the King of Coins. What is the energy over the whole reading? The 3 of Wands. So I have 2 cups, 3 coins, 2 wands, and 2 major arcana cards. The major arcana cards are your spiritual lessons, and these are all in the future row right here. And I read the cards past, present, future, past, present, future, interplay of the cards. Let's start in the center with the 2 of Cups. And the 2 of Cups basically says it's about a relationship, but the relationship can be either business or romantic. Usually it's a romantic. It's a kind of relationship where you just get each other. Maybe even your health can improve while you're with them. We have the caduceus here. Okay? But also says maybe the right partner can come along. If you have one of my favorite bands is ZZ Top, and those guys were together for like excuse me 40 years, but Dusty the bass player died last year. So that's the kind of relationship that we're talking about. Just somebody who gets you. It doesn't always have to be romantic. And it's a 2. So 2s always deal with decisions, crossroads, oppositions, dualities, choices. But either way, it says that there's a balance between the two people and they respect each other. Starting at the top, we come to another 2. It means the same thing. All the 2s mean the same thing. But this 2 is talking about handling 2 different situations at the same time. So this could be maybe you're working 2 jobs trying to make ends meet. But whatever you're doing, it says you're handling it with grace. And it's evenly balanced. In the background, I have ships walking at sea. So I think your emotions might be a little all over the place, but you're holding it down. Sometimes the 2 of coins can speak about a message will come in that can give you some type of can help point you in the right direction. I see it right here. The message coming in. Now the coins are red. They're either about finances or doing something. The wands represent your focus, passion, and desire. Cups just represent your feelings and emotions about the situation. I don't have any swords. But the 10 of wands, which is a 10, it's you at the end of a journey, a cycle. It will turn into a ace of wands or a 2 of wands, whichever. But you're coming to the end of a cycle. And the 10 of wands is about worry, stress, trying to do too much at once, at one time. It's about maybe you are doing something for somebody and you need to let them do it for themselves. I never look at this card as a burden because burdens are carried on your back. So if you have the problem, divide the wands in 2. You can come to you can manage the situation much better, and you teach people that they have to be responsible for their own work. Otherwise, you interfere with their lesson of cause and effect. Something else I think the 10 wands is starting to tell me. I'll have to look it up. We come to the Tower card. And the Tower card, it looks dreadful. But basically, it's just saying, expect the unexpected. It's Uranus and Mars. A lot of heat, passion. You see the crown being knocked off the top. That can imply either something hit you like a freight train where you go, oh, that's what that means. Or it completely hits you like a bolt of lightning out of the blue. The card says it's only man-made structure in the deck. And it represents the structures that we build up in our mind, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, the kind of concrete structures that we build for ourselves in our minds, and something happens and they fall away. Like losing a job, like a breakup of a relationship, a breakdown of a car. So sometimes it can represent just an epiphany moment. The Knight of Coins All nights represent to me messages, but the message comes to help move the situation along, like an event. So something, you get some news and it comes to move the situation along. The Knight of Coins is supposed to be one of the luckiest knights in the deck. And the story goes, when he appears in a reading, offer him a cool glass of water. He has traveled a long way. And the message of the card means that you will get some kind of message coming in, but it takes a long time to get there. Look at the horse. He's big and lumbering. So you can expect some kind of offer, some kind of news, something having to do with something. I don't know what it's about, but it comes to move the situation along. Maybe you are trying to decide what you should do, and the message comes along, and this Eight of Wands is all about travel. I'll come to that in a minute, because over here we have the High Priestess, and so the message is to look within for any answers that you may have. It's a two as well, so that obviously a choice of something that you have to do. The High Priestess can be that your psychic tendencies or psychic feelings are coming to the forefront, and you are to explore them. And whatever you're feeling, it says to trust your intuition. Meditate. But then something definitely comes in fast and quick. These are the Eight of Wands. They normally represent the arrows of love. So it can be about meeting somebody new, exciting. But usually this card is associated with travel. Maybe overseas travel, at least flying on a plane. It's an 8. It's usually a karmic number having to do with money. But sometimes 8 can represent obstacles, hassle, and delays. So if the situation has been stuck for quite some time, if this card appears, you can expect it to move in quick time. Move on. Okay? We don't know where these swords are coming from. I mean, where the wands are coming from and where they're landing. It's just a bunch of arrows flying across the sky. The Queen of Cups, even though this is, I say, a Sagittarius reading, this could be you, a Sagittarius female, but it says that you're all in your emotions. The Queen of Cups is kind, gentle, sometimes psychic, wants to take care of everybody and everything. But you see how she's focused on the cup? She's focusing on her emotions. So whatever this is about, you are well in your emotions. And then we come to the King of Cups. I mean the King of Coins. And I'm not sure if this is about you have been struggling for some time, and then suddenly either something collapses, falls down, or changes quite rapidly, and a message arrives. You've been waiting on it for a while, but you're not sure about it, or at least you're trying to feel what your intuition is telling you. Definitely a decision, or maybe a message. a psychic message, and suddenly you have to move quickly. You may be required to go on a trip associated with business, or you maybe just going on a trip to be with your beloved. I don't know. Here you are in your emotions. And the King of Cups is usually Earth sign male, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. He usually had to do with business, somewhere that they deal with money. So he can be a banker, a stockbroker, a financial advisor, can own a place where money changes hands. Usually he's pretty well off. But usually he is somebody who works in business, in a business sense, actually does the work. Three of Wands talks about contracts, negotiations, planning, but it also it's a three, so it can also represent that at least three people are involved in the situation, and there may be slight delays or postponements before future successes can be realized. So I'm kind of curious what this means. So I will go to the Sibilas. I have 3 court cards. And I can't look at the court cards because they traditionally represent people. So let me figure out what messages are contained in the reading itself. I can look at the 2 of coins, the 10 of wands, the 2 of cups, and the 8 of wands. And let's see what it has to say. Because I feel like their cards are trying to tell me something else, but I can't pick it up. Let's go to the 2 of coins. Yes, that's what I thought. I didn't want to say that at first without confirming it, but 3 people, at least 3, 2 threes, 3 threes, 3 twos, 1, 2, 3 twos can be warning of an extramarital affair. And the 2 of pentacles may be telling you that financial turbulence may have you juggling your income. It can suggest that situation in your life could develop either positively or negatively, and you need to juggle your affairs to keep balance. It suggests even if you thought you lost something, it will be returned to you, miraculously returned to you once you have settled your energies. Maybe that's what that's telling you, to calm down. It can infer that you have too much going on at the moment and may find it difficult to concentrate and make discerning decisions and choices. It's apparent. The 2 of Pentacles says that challenges will be met with confidence. You are attempting to cope with 2 separate situations at once. Stop procrastinating and make a definite decision one way or the other. You are asked to stay strong and not let changes or disturbing influences perturb you. It also says that there may be trouble ahead of you. Okay? The Two of Pentacles next to no card. It doesn't tell me anything about these two cards right here. The Ten of Wands. That someone is overburdened with responsibilities and commitments. There's a sense of oppression, unhappiness, and distress. You may be trying to do too much at once. You can be acting in a selfish and thoughtless manner. But it indicates that a problem may soon be solved, although it can also mean that force and energy have to be applied for selfish ends. Prepare yourself to be calm and strong in the face of unexpected events and situations, so that you are able to deal with them accordingly. Being out all in your emotions. It indicates that it is time to set limits and restrictions on yourself and others. This time will not last long, and you will be glad for the benefits achieved. Nothing about these cards. The Two of Cups. Logical and sound ideas being discussed between two people. There is open and honest communication between the two people involved. But 3 twos may be warning of an extramarital affair. So, when the Two of Cups appears next to the Tower, it tells of adjustments or readjustments needing to be made within personal relationships. This can be caused by unexpected circumstances or changes, or because of stress or pressure caused by waiting on expected news or information. Next to the High Priestess, the Two of Cups tells of feeling insecure within a relationship or insecurity involving a loved one. It tells of being unable to penetrate your partner's depth, making you feel incomplete and uncomfortable. Next to the Two of Cups, the High Priestess can indicate that you feel insecure in regards to a loved one. You know, I was going to say when I turn the cards over that there could be a female that you don't know anything about. I've seen that show up as a High Priestess. The Eight of Wands. But I just wasn't picking up on the message. I was, but I wasn't. Eight of Wands says that you may, if you're waiting on a reply to a letter, a phone call, or email, text, or fax, you will not have to wait much longer. If a situation has been stagnant for some time, you may be surprised by a rapid progression towards conclusion. The Eight of Wands indicate that you may be faced with obstacles and hindrances on all sides. It can suggest that you may be facing inner turmoil, struggles, and confusion. You need to remain alert and adaptable in order to see your way through at this time. It can even indicate traveling or moving residence. Usually this is in connection with business. The Eight of Wands tells you need to reach goals that you have set outside for yourself. Check that they are viable and realistic so as not to disappoint yourself unduly. Indicates a time in which delays, setbacks, and obstacles are behind you at the present, and the future looks very positive. I don't know about that. It tells that tensions and anxieties will be resolved. I think the reason why I was looking at this card so hard and holding it up, it kind of has a feeling of reverse Eight of Wands. I want to see if we can get the camera to focus. Oh man. There we go. So if this is a reverse, it tells of insecurities and lack of confidence. Beware of quarrels and jealousies, as they will not resolve the issue. It can warn of an upcoming dispute or misunderstanding, an ill thought out comment. That's what it's saying to me. That's what that was saying. An outburst. Sometimes it's like an emotional outburst. But whatever you do, do not make decisions in haste. Think carefully about all facets, and some adjustments or changes will need to be made to ensure that the outcome will be positive and successful. That feels like a reverse Eight of Wands. So I'm taking it that there's some jealousy. Something is revealed. Maybe somebody is on a business trip and you discover something. The key words are jealousy, internal dispute, reverse, a twinge of consciousness, quarrels, arguments, domestic dispute, lack of harmony, confusion, misdirection, misunderstanding, and stagnation. So that it feels like maybe this was an ill thought out comment. But I would say that you have every right if you find out that your spouse or partner is cheating on you. I think it has to do with the trip that he takes. The two juggling two things at once. Oh man, come on. Juggling two things at once. This could be two relationships. And he might think about leaving. He's thinking about leaving. Let me look at the Three of Wands. It suggests that more than one person is involved, and there will be a period of suspended activity before future successes are realized. Yes. In case you are in a situation, reverse Three of Wands warns that you may find others should be uncooperative And so you need to be wary of mixed loyalties. It even warns you that sometimes some of the key words for the reverse Three of Wands is disappointment, toil, treachery, delays, and indecision, procrastination, frustration, and lack of confidence. The Three of Wands reverse is telling you that a careless, and or hasty approach can and will ruin your efforts. To act arrogantly, prideful, or overconfident at this time could mean a downfall or failure. Take heed of your attitude and change it if need be. I'm going to pull cards on this. I don't understand why this card has shown up here. It's like a surprise offer. I do get the travel here. I have a house in the background on the hill right there. See it? There is a house here. And there is a house here. So I get the feeling that the person is away from home. Now this may be you. I have ships here. Can you see them? And the Three of Wands shifts down below. And then I have the flight. Let's pull cards on this High Priestess to see if she will tell me anything. She doesn't talk a lot. That's the nature of the card. So if she is, I'm going to tell you, this is someone who is very intelligent. She holds the key to the library. So she's good at keeping secrets. That's why I said she doesn't talk a lot. She sees a lot but doesn't say a lot. Sometimes I've seen her show up as somebody with autism. Light spectrum autism. Let's see what she's trying to tell us. If she's really another woman or conversations. This card, La Conversation. Damn it. I'm trying to get the card to focus. The camera to focus. There we go. So we have the conversations. This is usually two people where you meet with a group of people or you go to a restaurant and you have pleasant conversations. So maybe that's telling us where he meets. Il Delirante. This card is about someone who's delirious, who can talk someone into doing what they shouldn't do. I'm going to give you more information on this card. The drunk people. There it is. It's about illusions, fantasies, delusions. And the melancholia. Let's see if the camera will focus in on her. This is saying, at the moment somebody feels like dark clouds are over their head. They feel sad and depressed, but the feeling will not last long. It's temporary. Let's see what the Dilerante has to say. Il Dilerante. I can't, it's a coin. Again, it's kind of like, I get the sense that there's travel here, because sometimes this card can be about being in large groups of people, but having to be wary of the large groups of people. It heralds arguments, delays, setbacks, mutually exclusive beliefs, precarious situations, conditions, and transitory states. It is a card that heralds complications of all kinds and the worsening of a situation inquired about, as well as arguments and confusion. It heralds problems and trouble on all fronts, grave arguments, falling out with clients, partners, and family members. It warns of foolish decisions and dangerous situations caused by someone's lack of control. It's associated with keeping bad company, taking bad advice, hanging around with bad friends. It is a card that indicates someone is being swayed by other equally deluded people. That's pretty much it. It doesn't have a meaning for romance. So I think I can't say how this situation is going to go. This is October 27th today. So you could this could have started earlier in the month of October. You can be in a situation right now. It will play out all the way until November, through November. So I don't know how this situation is going to go. If we look here, they have their backs to each other. So directionality is always important. And from here, it looks like you're trying to do too much, or you are having a lot of pressure put on you. So again, I would urge you to get your emotions in check, so that if this occurs, you will know how to handle it. You will be coming from a place of clarity. Because it's obviously a decision to be made. And I do think this other woman has some influence over him. But keep in mind, she's not doing anything that he doesn't allow her to do. Yeah? It takes two to the tango. Now, let's pull a card. A Seven of Swords. Seek the truth. Let me find that. The key words are intuition, question, deception, and inequity. Intuition is a powerful ally, and now is a good time to follow and trust your inner promptings. It may be that not all is as it seems in some of your relationships. Use your psychic senses to determine which of your associations may be questionable. Trust in what your intuition is saying right now. As much as you'd like to trust these people for the person or the person, it's important to question their motives. Be cautious about sharing your most private thoughts and feelings in order to avoid allowing yourself to be placed in a vulnerable position. Be diligent in psychically scanning your interactions for possible deception. Be wary of one-sided relationships in which the other person is not participating fully or is avoiding obligations and responsibilities. Now is the ideal opportunity to get to the bottom of this behavior, and certainly at all times be sure that your role in your relationship is above board and based on honesty. And that's what I have for you, Sagittarius, for November 2024. This camera. So that's it, and good luck.